Check, 47. Watch the screen.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Here we go.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Slam.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Open here, Adam Thielen.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
They're not ready for this.
Running for it, here's Cook.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Set. 60 yards. Rip right.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Recon, 132 fighter. Got 4 down.
On 2nd and 9. Manning, he'll rifle this one. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 43 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
More yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Rolling to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Watch me on. All right, now here we go.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Leave it. Ring up 48. Go ahead.
Cousins.
Go.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 19 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Let's go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
47's the mic.
Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Orbit. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Anthony Barr just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Over there. Single receiver. Ready?
After the sack on first down, Manning looking for Shepard. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing is Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran safety Antoine Bethea there on the defensive coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Pittsburgh. Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't know no better.
And he's got some space here. Pass it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 48 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. 12 yards there, 1st down, Vikings.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Giants 21, Vikings 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time Manning will throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Defense focus. Hey, check.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun. Manning back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Rosas is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
60 outlaw.
Play action. Manning. And Tate's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. On play action. Now Manning. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got him the football back.
So now maybe with the touch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Cousins now. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a run with Cook, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 46.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They run the counter with Cook. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
They run it again with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brings up third down and
12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
The hug. 180. 29. Black. They're scared. Watch twist.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Slam.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Kill.
A toss to Cook.
Go.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins on target to Diggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Cousins again. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 8 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Ready!
Again, it's Barkley.
Run, and run it!
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And the Giants first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
He's back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll look to throw. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. He'll buy some time right, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. On the ground, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Vikings 32. Giants
Yeah,
31.
baby. Boom!
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular.
Finish it off. You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.